Hello, this is DIY Reptiles, and today I'm going to be adding a secondary pond to my stock tank where the filter will run water into it and then the water will flow out, but not before it fills up a little bit, so then I can house some smaller turtles in this tan tub above the pond. So that's basically the idea, and I had lots of troubles with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and silicone this on. I used some egg crate to hopefully give some structure to it because it's a pretty big hole and I'm going to have to silicone a lot. So this is another thing for the silicone to kind of stick to, hopefully. So I'm just going to silicone that whole thing up and also come out here and silicone it as well. But I have this whole PVC structure here. It actually isn't connected properly right there. So the idea really is that I'll just take that off once this is done. It's just to hold it up there. The piece is actually just like this, like that. So that's why this weird structure thing's on there. Once I was done siliconing it, I went ahead and tested it out again. So this tub I got, and it has that like a drain already at the bottom, and that's what gave me this idea. But that didn't work originally, so I installed another drain. But while I was moving around the tube that goes from the trash can, I realized that the trash can started to leak where the tube was connected because I'm just not very great at siliconing apparently. And what I did is I kind of used the tub as the trash can filter for a little while so I could silicone the trash can a little bit more and it wouldn't be leaking. But after lots of testing, lots of moving things around, they were both still leaking. So I went ahead and did like a ton of silicone all over both of them, and I installed 2 more drains as well. As you can see there, I didn't film it, but that's just to keep it always making sure that it's not going to overflow, because it kept overflowing because my pump is just so strong. So I ended up doing 3 drains there and then without the hose piece. I had siliconed both of these like a ton. I filled them both up, and what I found was that this does not leak anywhere, but this still does leak, and you can see evidence of that right there. And you can see how it's algae growing like it's always leaking. And this isn't a bad idea, I wouldn't say at all. It's just very poorly executed on my part. So this is the pond and everything today. Today it is the June 10th, and I finally set these both up, and I haven't really messed with them a whole lot since May 28th, I believe. And today it's not running because our power is actually off right now. So nothing's running, but it does work. But you can see where it's been leaking there, and it doesn't leak a whole lot. Like obviously this is still filled, but I kind of think of it as an automatic water change system. It always leaks and then I always fill it back up. So it's not too bad right now. And here I have, it's actually, yeah, it'd be drained quite a bit. So I have these things inside. So those are the overflow system. So this one never really gets used, but then those 2 are always in use. And then if anything were to happen, it'd be this. And recently something did happen. It overflowed and it kind of sucked. It overflowed and it didn't go real well. I put some plant material in here, like that stuff, and it got stuck in there, and it just wasn't all that great. So right now I have 2 turtles in here. Like I said earlier, I planned to use this for smaller turtles, and I actually didn't put them in originally, but now I have them in here. Here's one of them. It's the 2 baby red-eared sliders, and there's lots of hiding places and plants in here, so I think that they quite like it. It's not a ton of room, but they have this basking area. I found the other one, but it's kind of stuck. There's this basking area here, and then there's lots of plants growing out of here. There's all these irises. I did a video on planting this, and then I planted some of these, and then this is supposed to be growing. I don't know. So it's a good idea, but it was, like I said, poorly executed. Shouldn't have used silicone. This is what I should have used. I just set this here. These are the uni seals, and I just got some for a different project. But what I should have done is done that, and I don't know why, but I just drilled the biggest holes for these. That would have helped a lot too if I just didn't drill such big holes. I have the piece. It would have been, I don't know what I was thinking, but I don't know if I could have done that for this, because this is actually some tube from a pool filter, I think. So I'm not exactly sure on that, but that's what I should have done. It would have been really simple to just do that. I don't know why I didn't, and then it wouldn't have leaked. So I'll probably do that at some point with a different tub. I'm thinking I might add something here and just have like a smaller pump, just keep the water flowing, you know, and just to add more water quantity in here. We have obviously this whole tank filled, and then this is filled quite a few gallons, and then that's filled quite a few gallons as well. So that's pretty nice to have some extra water quantity, I guess, and more dilution in the water, which is nice. And then we have the I want to say like 13 goldfish, because I think Pee-wee killed one. And then I think I have 8 turtles. I don't know. I rehomed some recently, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspired you in some way. It's kind of like a over tank filtration. I mean, that's what this is, but it's kind of like an extension to that, because what it was supposed to be is I'd have a bunch of plants in here. Now I do have a bunch of plants, but I mean, these are taking nutrients from the dirt, not the water, so it's kind of just using the water, which is nice. It looks nice, and all those irises are gonna grow up. They're gonna look really nice. So I'm hoping I can figure out something to really like just fill this area with plantage. But I tried to put a pothos in there. It didn't do very well for some reason. I don't know why. I put pothos, and I think it was the shock of the heat. I should have moved it out earlier, but it didn't do very well. I need to figure out something that would grow on the water like that. I've been putting in duckweed a lot, but the goldfish eat it, so that's kind of the reason I just put extra duckweed in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like down below. If you have any comments or concerns, comments below, and if for more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day.